To develop focus, we need mental energy. To develop mental energy, we need focus. Are we caught in a paradox of self-improvement? How do we free ourselves from this paradox? At the beginning of the 20th century, we saw the rise of industrial agriculture, which led to large-scale global soil degradation. This degradation has resulted in poor food quality and, in turn, reduced nutritional value in the foods we eat today, and it continues to do so. The food we consume now contains fewer essential vitamins and minerals needed for our bodies to generate energy, stamina, and mental clarity, affecting our ability to stay energized, focused, and attentive. Our energy levels and mental sharpness are directly tied to what we consume, and when the food is weak, so is our attention and energy. But the problem doesn't stop at food. In ancient times, if we heard a loud sound, it usually meant something urgent or dangerous, like a tiger roaring or an elephant making noise. Otherwise, things were mostly quiet. To see something bright, vivid, and beautiful, we had to wait for a sunset. Now, in modern times, we live constantly surrounded by noise. It could be construction sounds, vehicle horns, people talking or screaming non-stop, or even just our fans and electric appliances. Our eyes are constantly exposed to all kinds of colorful, vivid digital lights, flashing lights on the roads, billboards, everywhere around us, trying to grab our attention. We are taking in more sights and sounds than ever before in human history. Our senses are being overstimulated, exploited. We're being compelled to stay distracted, looking everywhere all the time, without keeping our heads straight. Our nervous system is constantly engaged without our control, and over time, this is leading to a certain kind of madness and neurosis, a mental fragmentation, a depletion of our energy, and a disturbance in our ability to focus and be present. What makes this even more painful is that our attention is no longer ours alone. Businesses, especially digital platforms, have learned to hijack it. They feed off by tapping into deep-seated human compulsions, fear, desire, and the need for social approval. Digital platforms are engineered to be addictive, using endless scrolling, notifications, and algorithm-driven content to keep us constantly engaged. This non-stop stimulation is fragmenting our focus, making it difficult to pay deep attention to anything. By draining our mental energy, these companies weaken our ability to resist impulsive decisions, like clicking on ads or making unplanned purchases. Our attention has become a commodity, and our energy is being spent fueling profits, instead of embracing silence and being present. Also, our modern life has become high-paced, constantly running after one thing or another, multitasking across many activities. We are always busy, just trying to survive. Relationships have become complex. Our bodies are no longer exercised in a holistic way, and our daily routines have grown monotonous and lacking in dynamism. Our sleep patterns are poor, and we no longer have time to simply be present or self-aware. We are, in many ways, the most repressed generation to exist. As a result, our breathing patterns have become disturbed. We breathe shallowly most of the time. Breathing and the human ability to pay attention and remain creatively energetic are directly connected. If we don't address the situation, we are heading toward a time when mental illness will become the new norm. And as we've often seen, when a mental condition persists long enough, some people eventually begin to see it as normal and natural. We will lose our ability to be naturally energetic and to live a life of depth and quality. Our capacity for attention will decline dramatically. And once we lose our ability for deep attention, we also lose the foundation for building meaningful relationships and doing quality work. But there is hope. Most of us recognize this condition and find ourselves trapped in the paradox of self-development. To improve our attention, we need a certain amount of mental energy, but to build mental energy, we need attention. Fortunately, there are simple methods and techniques we can incorporate into our daily lives to help break free from this cycle. The first is food. What we eat becomes who we are. Consuming berries, high citrus fruits, plenty of electrolytes, fresh dark green leafy vegetables direct from the farm, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and sprouts can significantly boost energy and enhance concentration. Reducing the intake of stimulants like caffeine, excessive chilies, garlic, and onion can help calm the nervous system over time, bringing balance and clarity, which in turn increases energy levels and attention within just 21 days. Eating light, easy-to-digest dinners can also help you wake up feeling more energetic the next day. Next, reclaim your idle moments. Whenever you're traveling, waiting for something or someone, or having your meal, practice keeping your eyes closed and breathing deeply, instead of looking for distractions or allowing the distractions to consume you. These tiny pockets of presence matter. They add up. They return you to yourself. Also, when you find yourself caught in repetitive thoughts or mental patterns, pause for a moment and tell your mind, "This isn't me. These thoughts are not what I've chosen. You can go on if you like, but it's none of my business." This gentle detachment helps you reclaim your presence and focus. It frees you from being lost in your own noise. We tend to speak a lot, talk constantly, and we often mistake this for liveliness, assuming it's our true nature. But is it? Are we sure it's not just a compulsion? Practicing to speak only when truly necessary helps prevent the depletion of energy meant to nourish the brain and other aspects of our being. Whenever possible, also practice absolute silence. In silence, the mind reorganizes itself towards harmony. In modern times, we must learn to practice digital fasting, whether it's for 3 hours a day or 3 days a month, where we completely avoid using any kind of digital products. Whenever possible, make it a habit to observe empty spaces. Look at the sky instead of the traffic. Focus on a plain wall instead of the furniture. Pay attention to the spaces that often appear to have nothing, and listen to the silence between the sounds. This will rewire the senses, reminding them how to rest, how to feel again. We should begin to keep our eyes steady and focused whenever possible. Constantly looking around in all directions can subtly disturb the mind and create a sense of imbalance. Steadiness will bring stillness in our mind, and in stillness hides the power of higher attention and energy. And perhaps one of the most effective and radical ways to bring about a powerful transformation in our attention and energy levels is by learning the art of sexual transmutation. It may not be widely known, but it holds the potential for extraordinary transformation. I'll be covering this in future videos, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated. But even now, you can begin with the basics. For the next 3 days, pay attention to at least 3 breaths each day, where 1 inhalation and 1 exhalation count as 1 breath. After 3 days, increase your focus to 4 breaths per day, then 5 after another 3 days, and so on. By attention or focus, I don't mean straining yourself or trying hard to watch your nose or anything like that. Simply acknowledge the breath's existence. Just notice the sensations. That very acknowledgement will naturally develop your attention and bring you into the present moment as a consequence. And when you begin to integrate these subtle and incredibly simple techniques into your daily life, your attention sharpens. Your energy levels will begin to stand out wherever you go. Within 6 months, you will stand apart, your presence will be different, you'll be among the top 10% of the population. Your presence will carry a unique quality, and your ability to live fully in the here and now will grow dramatically.